The BitMax co-founder Arthur Hayes just went deep on Hyperliquid in his latest Wealthion interview and his Substack essay. And he's not mincing words, he sees Hype token hitting around $150 by the end of August 2026. Right now, we're sitting at $35 to $40, so that's a nice 4 to 5x if this plays out exactly like he said. Now, he's not just throwing numbers around, he's breaking down real stuff happening on the platform. Hyperliquid started as a decentralized perpetuals exchange focused on crypto, but it's evolved into something way bigger, a 24/7 revenue for leveraged trading on everything from oil to indices. So let's go through the main points that Hayes hammered home, one by one. If you're investing in Hyperliquid, then watch till the very end because I'm about to analyze why Hyperliquid is one of the best investment in 2026. Like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Now let's start with the most obvious, but also the most underestimated advantage of Hyperliquid. Traditional markets have hard stops. Wall Street closes, Forex shuts down on the weekends, CME literally goes offline, and when crazy news drop like oil jumps, wars heat up, Trump tweets at 3 a.m. for example, then traders on normal platforms are stuck waiting till Monday. As for Hyperliquid, well, it never sleeps. You can trade right then and there. And according to Hayes, this isn't just a small feature, it's a fundamental shift in how markets operate. He even pointed out that during recent oil moves, people jumped in on Saturday and the prices on Hyperliquid actually led the whole market. That's not a nice to have, it's a structural mode that forces liquidity toward platforms that never close. Now, this is where things get really interesting. HIP-3 is the killer feature. Anyone stakes 500,000 Hype tokens and launches a new perp market. No approvals, no gatekeepers. Because of that, people are now listing markets for oil, gold, silver, and even stock indices, stuff way outside of pure crypto. So it is no longer just a crypto exchange, it is turning into a place to trade all kinds of different assets. Since this feature launched, growth has been very fast. Open interest smashed records over $1.4 billion in a day, and HIP-3 pulls huge fees even when crypto is sideways. Hayes says that HIP-3 revenue jumped 160% in 6 months and now makes up a solid chunk. And with the upcoming HIP-4 at prediction markets, well, this keeps revenue flowing no matter the macro mood. Now, another reason for Hyperliquid's success in 2026 is its revenue machine. Now, this is the main part of the thesis. Hyperliquid is making real money from trading, and almost all of it, like 97%, goes to buying back and burning the Hype token. Supply drops over time, holders win directly from usage. Before you say anything, this revenue number is no small deal. Hyperliquid earns almost $1 billion in revenue last year. So right now, based on recent data, Arthur Hayes sees his Hype's token revenue climbing to $1.4 billion by August 2024, thanks to the HIP-3 growth and CX volume rotation. But all respect to Arthur, but $1.4 billion in revenue by August is a little ambitious. Now, to me, we have 5 months left right now until August, and Hype already has around $200 million in revenue, which is not bad, but it's a long way from 1.4 billion. So the achievable number to me would be close to like 700 or even $800 million in revenue, and that would already be amazing. Then Arthur compares it to traditional exchanges. Big exchanges like the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, Robinhood, and Coinbase are valued at around 26 to even 40 PE. Then he looks at Hyperliquid, right? It's only at 12 PE, so to him, it's clearly undervalued. And yeah, it's riskier and harder to access Hyperliquid today, but if this keeps growing and proving itself, the market will start treating it like a real exchange. And once that happens, PE moves higher, and that re-rating is a big part of how he gets to the $150 target. Another important piece of their success is the user behavior. Now, regular traders want simple, right? High leverage, fast entry, low hassle, wallet connect, and go. No banks, no KYC headaches. Hyperliquid nails that. It is not just simple to use, it is also extremely efficient. Even for large orders in the $100,000 or $10 million range, slippage stays very low. And that matters more than people think, because once traders realize that they can get better execution with less hassle, they do not really have a reason to go back. That is why Hayes compares it to retail forex behavior, like fast trades, high frequency, constant volume. And that is also why Hyperliquid is quietly pulling users away from centralized exchanges and even traditional brokers. It just feels like it was built for how crypto traders actually want to trade. If you also want to play on something that never closes on the weekends and fully on-chain, check out SoPump is the best on-chain Solana gambling website available to play on. It's my go-to when the markets are down and the trenches are lacking. All you gotta do to play is just connect any Solana wallet like Phantom or Backpack, then bet directly out of your wallet on any of their games. You can play their 50-50 Solana coin flip game, on-chain Solana Blackjack, and Crash. You can also get free rewards every day like this free Solana case and hourly Solana airdrops. They also have their very own token, SoPump, that you earn on every single bet. Now, if you want to play where I play, come to SoPump and type in my code CNJ. Now, let's get back to the video. Talking about centralized exchanges, right now, if you zoom out, there is a bigger trend happening. Trading volume is slowly moving away from centralized exchanges to decentralized ones, and Hyperliquid is grabbing the biggest slice. Plus, with HIF3 going beyond crypto, it's hitting multiple spots like perps, tokenized assets, even dipping into traditional derivatives territory, because no one else in the crypto market right now bundles 24/7 access, permissionless listing, on-chain clearing, and volume and liquidity like Hyperliquid. It's siphoning liquidity without needing the whole crypto market to move. And then there is also the macro side. We're in a period of uncertainty. I mean, geopolitics are tense, energy prices move quickly, markets react fast to new information. This creates volatility, and volatility increases trading activity. Hayes believes that eventually central banks will inject more liquidity into the market again, and when liquidity floods back, trading volumes explode. Platforms that actually work well, like Hyperliquid, print money in that environment. Exchange tokens like Hype token actually performs best when the market is messy or moving sideways, because remember, they take 97% of the fees to buy back and burn Hype token, right? And the fees from Hyperliquid is still very real, while a lot of competitors rely on incentives that start to dry up like Aster. However, there is one thing that I find interesting. Hayes actually sold off some of his Hype token earlier, around $50 to $55 range, because of some token unlock concerns, right? But later he bought right back in. That tells you that he's not just blindly bullish, he's reacting to what the team is doing and how the product is performing. From what I can see now, this is not just a quick narrative like PerpDex, right? It is real usage, real fees, and a clear system that returns value to the token. Personally, I do think Hype token can break its previous all-time high at $60 easily. That feels like the more realistic base case if the current momentum continues, but the $150 target, that is more of an upside scenarios from Arthur, right? He's a bullish guy, right? He bought into Hype tokens, so he's got to shield it. For it to happen, it requires strong execution and long-term efforts, right? They need to keep growing volume, expand the HIF3 and then HIF4 updates, and continue taking market share from centralized exchanges and be dominant in the market and not let other competitors take their market shares, obviously, right? And also the macroeconomics have to be great also. We have to wait until liquidity is injected into the market again. But if growth slows down or competition catches up, like Aster Exchange, for example, that multiple can compress very quickly. So for me, I see Hyperliquid as one of the strongest setups right now, but that doesn't mean that it will shoot up to $150 by the end of August 2026, right? To me, that's still a little bit, unrealistic. It's obviously going to break its all-time high soon. We just don't know when it is, but hopefully by August, yeah, it can break the all-time high of $60, heading up to maybe $100. Now, this is not risk-free, right? Hyperliquid is not guaranteed to pump to Valhalla for you, right? That is long-term. Right? If you were to buy Hyperliquid, then do it on a DCA, right, style. So just buy it every time that it dips, or buy it every month depending on what your style is, right? But keep it for a long term, because I think that's going to be rewarding. But definitely one of the few projects that where the fundamentals are actually make sense even in this market, right? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because that's my opinion on Hyperliquid. Comment down below what you think about Hyperliquid as an exchange and the Hype token. If this video helps you, I'll keep breaking down more plays like this. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Daily out.